Hey everyone, hopefully this will be a shorter video. We're finally wrapping up Gaius Mucius speech to Lars Porsena in Book 2 of the AUB. So he's just, to review, kind of placed a threat, saying, I'm not the only one that's here to kill you, there's a long line after me, so if you're smart, if it helps, from this point, put on some big boy clothes, because in a few hours, you're going to be fighting for your life, and we're going to have an enemy and a knife, a sword in your private chambers. You're not going to be safe anywhere. You thought you were safe on the tribunal? Think again. So here we go, following this. Hawk. So again, hick, hike, hawk. This is neuter. So therefore could be nominative or accusative. It's singular though. So we'll see what that goes on. Tibi, dative. This will probably be a dative of interest or maybe a dative of recipient. We'll see. Juventus. What does that mean? And then we have Romana here. This is the word for youth. Juventus, Juventutus. It's a third declension. It's not fourth declension. We don't see too many third declensions ending this way, but that's what we got here. So if you needed a reason to memorize vocabulary, to use the dictionary, even a noun that looks as clearly either second declension or maybe even fourth declension as Juventus is actually third declension feminine. Tus, tutus. You gotta, sometimes there's no replacement for memorizing vocabulary, is I guess what I need to say here. So Romana modifies this. Indicimus. So what does this mean? So this is dico, speak, and then plus in, so this is kind of directing the speech. So the Roman youth, and we can tell because this is a third declension noun that this is nominative, so this is our subject, and Romana agrees with it in case, number, and gender. So the Roman youth, and here we're talking collectively, all of the youth. It's not a youth, it's not one young man, although Juventus can be used that way too. We're talking about youth, all of the young guys like me. We, and then we can see it's plural here, even though that this is a singular noun, it's being thought of as this group of youth. We all indico. So how do we want to translate that with bellum? Well, you look this up in the dictionary and you see declare publicly. That's kind of what indicimus means. So the Roman youth publicly declare war, tibi, against you, to you. It's kind of an indirect, so it's not that the war is against, but we are declaring war to you, if that makes sense. And what's this hawk doing? Well, Lafleur makes the comment that this is reaching all the way over to bellum. Livy likes to do this to start and end the sentence with words that actually work together. Everything's in the sandwich. So this to you, the Roman youth say, war. That's kind of how you want to interpret it. It's pretty tough. All of this speech is full of chutzpah. All right. Nullum acciam, nullum proelium timueris. Uni tibi et cum singulis res erit. All right. So nullum acciam, this ending is fairly dead giveaway. We're talking about a direct object here, feminine accusative. Nullum proelium. So we can kind of see the parallelism here. We've got a neuter noun, but the same thing. So no battle line, no fight, no war. Timueris. So what's this from? Timeo, nice second conjugation verb. Fear. So timeo, timere, and then timui is the third principal part. There's no fourth principal part for this verb, so we have timeo, timere, timui. So let me draw this bigger because I finally have some space. Timui, we take off the first person ending, and then we just have our perfect stem. And then we're seeing that our ending is eris. So that's pretty easily identified as second person singular. But then what tense is it? Well, in terms of form, this could be two things, right? It could either be perfect or future perfect. You will have feared. Or, sorry again, it can be perfect subjunctive. So what's it going to be? Well, we don't really have any ut clause or things to help us out here. We also have, if we kind of cheat and look ahead, this future erit here to maybe suggest that this future perfect is going to work out pretty well here. You will have feared no, or well, this is one of those situations where you just get confused and you say, what do we do? And this is one of those times where Richard Lafleur actually helps us out. So, as I was saying, there was no real reason that we could see here, no ne or ut, prompting us to kind of think in the subjunctive mode. But you look at his comment on this, and sometimes to express a negative command, don't do something, in Latin, you'll get the use of ne plus the perfect subjunctive. That's just a kind of tense and mood that the Latin language can use to say don't do something. So don't fear would be ne timueris. All right, don't you fear. So that's kind of what we have here, but we don't have this ne. Well, you're probably already on the answer. Nullam and nullum are different ways of saying, we could say don't fear any battle line or fight, or we could say fear, kind of a positive command, no battle line, no fight. And that's what we've got here. So this is not the future subjunctive, or sorry, there is no future subjunctive, not the future perfect, but the perfect subjunctive with nullams, nullum and nullam, and together this is making a negative command. So fear no battle line or fight. Uni, so again, we're seeing this again, alone, solo. Alone to you, and cum singulis. So this is kind of a one of these prepositional phrases. This is talking about the manner. So with kind of individual attempts, race will be, the thing will be, thing affair. And what affair is that? The murder attempt, or as he's really saying, because this is almost a euphemism, the thing will be, and that thing is your death. So most kings are going to be worried about being on the front lines and having a battle, and he's saying, no, this is going to be a secret attempt on your life, perpetrated by individuals and on separate attempts. This is going to be no kind of concentrated effort, but you should start sleeping with one eye open, Lars Porsena. Very brave speech, very smart, given his circumstances, right? What else is he going to do? And he might as well double down. And he's done it eloquently, at least in Livy's rendering. And we'll see what effect it has on Porsena moving forward. See you next time.